The Fight Night experience is not one to miss. And to make it even better, I've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download DraftKings app now. Use promo code SMOKE. The crown is yours. That's right. New customers who bet just $5 on anything can receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, new customers. Bet just $5 on anything and receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. Stay in on all the action and use your $150 in bonus bets in DraftKings same-game parlays for an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. If sports betting isn't in your state yet, don't worry. DraftKings is a one-stop shop for all things daily fantasy. Download the DraftKings app now. New customers, use my promo code SMOKE and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code SMOKE, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. What up, world? We're back. Fight Towns. Right now, we in Miami, man. David Benavidez is here in Miami right now training. We're honored to be here, able to spend some time with him and his dad, watch him train, watch him get ready for another big fight. You know, there's a lot of things going on. He's been calling Canelo out for a while. You know, a lot of people have been dodging him. His family has been through a lot. You know, his dad has been through a lot to get both his boys to where they're at. Also, we get to sit down with the legend, Roy Jones. Came all the way from Pensacola. We're starting Fight Times off bigger and better with Roy Jones and the champion, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This is Fight Times, baby. Stay tuned.
This is the type of intensity you want to see. Let's go. I love it. This is a legacy fight for both guys, and I think both guys understand that.
Did you get nervous in the big game?
I did get nervous. I think if you don't get nervous, you don't care about that moment. Biggest fight of the year, probably the biggest fight of this generation.
How do you feel?
Feel good to have these gloves on. Hat on top of the goggles. I want y'all to look to me as an ally.
Throw it. Right hook to the body. There you go. Nice.
You think I can take a body shot for you?
You want to try?
No, I'm asking.
In the next 10 years, I see myself being the greatest in my generation.
Hey. Woo! Yeah!
What's your name?
Big Five.
Let him know.
Remember that name? Y'all must have forgot.
Bucket.
There we go.
Bucket.
Ice water.
Hey, when you feel
Ice
it,
cube
when
water.
you feel it, you get it. You know what I'm saying?
So dope. Me and Roy just got us some shots in. We're here checking in with David Benavidez. We want to pop up on him because he's a big fan of Roy Jones. He's getting ready for his fight coming up. Let's see what he got going on, man.
Oh, can I get some knowledge from you?
Of course. We're gonna call right now. You fighting boxing, right?
Yeah.
He's right-handed, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do, you want to go this way. Yeah. You want to force him to go to his right. Because the comfortable way for him to move is to his left.
Yeah.
It's the comfortable way for that he comfortable like
Put
this.
him in this position.
Now you mess him up. Don't get too close, because you don't give him too much.
Yeah.
He'll pop shot, don't get too close. What you want to do is keep this up. Keep that up on you. See what I'm saying? Keep that. You stalking him? Keep that up on you. See that? Yeah. See that? Nothing he can do now.
I want you to show him this.
So for that though, that's all about the balance of the feet, right? If you got your feet balanced, you get yourself balanced when you go here.
Hey, bro, I knew he was tall, but I didn't know he was that wide.
So you go ahead, you go to the other side, boom, or that body shot, either one. You feel me? So if he come this way, yeah, exactly. That's what you want. Now you do it. I'm still hard. Yeah.
I remember you fucking throw your whole body in.
So
when I've been watching about you, I know that you do a leaping, boom, and it comes from here, and then you go.
Exactly. But so where that goes is when you go here, see the shoulder forward.
I met David Pops about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been a fan of David. And I'm one of those guys where if I'm a fan of you, whatever you want, I want. I want to see him fight Canelo. He wants to fight Canelo. It's a few guys that in boxing that not only I'm just a fan of, but I really want to see them succeed. And David is one of them.
When I get here, I go if I want, because my feet lay at the same time. But. Turn that before you do it. Turn that before you do it. I can see this turn. See it? Yeah. Now this goes. See what I'm saying? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now, on that thing, when you do that.
This is why he gets the big bucks, bro. This is why he gets the big bucks. You only get what you put in.
Jump.
And he's at the top. You see how hard he's working?
Jump to that. Now we're talking about feet, same time hit. Now you can put the right hand behind it. Thank you. Don't feel better. Got to throw it from here, opposite shoulder, throw the punch.
I probably can run with Pop.
Run on Miami Beach, right?
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Early in the morning?
Yeah.
How long y'all run?
5 miles.
I'm coming. I might not make it all the way, but I'm gonna run.
Yes, what you want to know? What you want to know?
Everything, whatever you. You are the best.
Yeah.
Best top 3.
Right?
You know, I like your position when you here.
So that's good. So get out low, right? Right? Look, we're gonna go 1, 2. See that? Then we're gonna go 2, 1. See that? 1, 2, 2, 1. There you go, but don't go so far. You want to keep it 1, 2, 2, 1. See that? See the same time.
One video where you're doing with Chris Urbanks, you're doing the thing and they're like.
That was rolling. I was going.
But
under,
that's kind of like the same
under,
movement with the feet, no?
Almost, except that this is more of a tick, tock.
Slower.
Tick, tock. That's right. Now. Yeah, that's the different thing.
I sparred a couple times long, yeah. I don't spar as much.
You like it?
No.
Stak, come here. So when he moving, now you go left, Stak, you move left. So you go back and away. You try to stay away from me. So if he come, I gotta come here. You know what I'm saying? He go there, I gotta come here and cut that off. If he go there, I gotta come here and cut that off. I can never let him look down at my face. There you go. See ya? Now, exactly. But now you got control of both of them. See that? You control of both of his hands now. Let's have the fight. Exactly. Oh, I'm down. I'm happy to be here. I'm not scared. Yeah, I ain't scared of shit. I'm bigger than him, too. I got the size advantage against David. He came close to my mouth. I was worried for a second. I was real worried. I thought he was going to connect and I was going to,
When did you first hear about Benavidez?
It's been years ago. When he was an amateur, I heard a lot about him. I heard a lot of talk about how good he was and how he was going to be a monster when he turned pro, and he turned out to be just that. The guy's he's an extraordinary fighter. He's very different because he's so tall and he throws so many punches, and he can throw fast punches, he can throw powerful punches, he can do a little bit of it all. I like him because he takes on all comers. You know, and don't get me wrong, people with different price brackets can do different things.
Right.
But the real ones don't worry about the price bracket. They want
I want to scratch.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They want to scratch. They want to know that I'm the one.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So it's like when you're a businessman, we learn to respect that too. Because Floyd taught us how to be a businessman, how to respect being a businessman.
He did.
So we learn to respect that too. But us old school, we're gonna respect that scratching more than we respect that taxing. You feel me? He said it best. He said, I live for currency over legacy.
Yeah.
Old school, we went for legacy because it wasn't be enough currency anyway, so we didn't care about that.
When Benavidez went through his ups and downs with, the drugs and the weight loss, when boxers go through that time, is it frustration from not getting enough fights, or is it frustration of not getting the respect and not being able to pop to the top so quick?
Could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
When you win an NBA championship, you win as a team.
Right.
The whole team got that feeling, all of us are champions. When you win as a boxer, it's one. So like, I go win a title fight, I go be the great fighter, have an awesome performance. When I come to home and close that door, don't matter no more. Basketball, at least y'all the champ for the whole season.
Yeah.
Whole all season. Us, you finish that, okay, cool. Monday, can you do it to him? That's how quickly your performance is forgotten if you're not careful. Knowing that can put you in a very lonely place. Because you feel like you just went out there and did, you sacrificed your life for 6, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10, however long, to do whatever you had to go do, you went there and did it, and then it lasts one night. Because after that night, nobody really care no more.
Can you give me 3 fighters that you could say Benavidez is a combination of?
Well, He got a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard in there with the fast hand punches he threw. He threw a lot of combinations.
Yes.
He threw fast combinations.
6, 7 punches
You
at a
feel
time.
me?
Yeah.
Not many people did that. You feel me? So you got to remind me of Sugar Ray with that because they ain't the hardest, but he do throw the numbers.
You didn't came with about 10 at a time.
Probably more than them, but mine was also devastating. I don't know. I ain't sure how devastating he is. Yeah, I know mine was devastating because in a mine could have took you out.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray, he threw them, but all of them were meant to take you out all the time. Benavidez, I don't think all of his are meant to take you out all the time.
Some just some tapping.
Some just throw, but the fact that you can throw them is what is exciting to people. That's what excites us. He has the height of a Tommy Hearns because he's tall for the weight class. He uses his range good when he wants to, right? But he throws the combinations and he stays the same, kind of like Salvador Sanchez. He keeps that pressure on you once he starts. He don't give you no break. Once he turn that thing on,
yes, sir.
He got that thing on. Yeah. You understand me? So he reminded me of those three fighters, and those three things remind me because he don't have the power to me, but he got the tall, that menacing look because he's looking down on you all the time almost, you feel me? And it's like, people don't understand how bad that is to have a guy constantly looking down at you while he's stalking you. Not many tall guys stalk you like that, but they have a guy looking down on you while he's stalking you.
He want to finish it too. He good at finishing.
You feel me? So let's get the Sugar Ray Leonard in it. Sugar Ray Leonard was one of the best finishers of all time.
He walked you down.
You feel me? So when he wants you, Sugar come and get you.
A lot of people don't say that about Sugar, man. Sugar used to walk people down.
These dudes don't understand Sugar was a dog.
Yeah.
You understand me? He was one of my other favorites.
Yeah.
You know, because he was doing it at the time. He wants to show me that people really understand and respect the hand speed. You understand? When you throw them numbers, he made people stood up just because of how many he was throwing. Sugar was a different fighter. Sugar taught me probably more pound for pound than any other fighter did because he had hands-on with me too. He taught me about the hook up, hook down. I used that my whole career because he taught me to.
So you got a lot of game from Sugar young.
Well, listen, man, Sugar is, if it weren't for Sugar, I might not got to be who I am. Because Sugar was that dude and Sugar gave it back to me. Yeah. Because he saw it in me and respected it, so he gave me a lot of game. Yeah. Sugar gave me a lot of game.
Experience is the best teacher.
Definitely. That's why I don't mind giving it back, because I know he did for me.
Yeah.
So Sugar is the reason I never mind giving back to these young guys, because he took a liking to me and gave it to me. Mm-hmm. He might have been part of the reason I even made the Olympic team.
When did that come into play? When boxing come into play?
Boxing came into play when I got about 10. Right after football, I got boxing. After boxing, I met basketball. So I love basketball even more, but my body type was just better for boxing, and the fact that I could box year-round was better for me.
Who were some of your role models growing up? So you played so many sports.
My biggest role model was Muhammad Ali, because I saw him first.
The healing tour.
Yeah, man.
Can you tell us a bit about that experience?
Man, that was the greatest experience of my life in boxing, because he was trying to heal the world as far as hatred, racism. When he passed, monks, Christians, Hindus, Jews, everything you can think of was at Ali's funeral. You understand me? Well, that's what he would have wanted.
That's what he stood for.
Yeah, because he wanted us all to know that, first of all, we're all people. And we all serve one God.
Right.
Because you never see this many different type of people in one setting.
Yeah.
Who's the greatest of all time? I'm always gonna tell you Muhammad Ali. Because if it wasn't for Muhammad Ali, I don't start boxing. You understand me? So they said, who the greatest? Muhammad Ali can always get my vote. Now what was funny was my father was boxing when I was young and I didn't know it. But he always had a heavy bag in our garage, and he always watched Muhammad Ali fights. So when I started watching Muhammad Ali fights with him, I saw what Muhammad Ali was doing, which was, to me, it was all mental. And I was like, you know what? If somebody teaches me how to punch, I can do what he's doing. Because my mindset is, I'm gonna outthink anybody. I'm never gonna get angry, because an angry man is easy to predict. And that's when I just knew that was for me, because I was an agitator since I was a little bitty kid. I constantly agitated people all the time. I got on people's freaking nerves all the time. When I saw him doing that for real, and that's what he was doing in boxing, I said, man, I got all the rest of it down pat. I just need to learn to throw my hands.
It's hard when you start reaching a little success to avoid getting caught up in the glitz and glam and all this stuff. But you're somebody who mastered it. You've always stayed Roy Jones. You never fell into it. So how did you master being able to stay old country Roy Jones and not get caught up in the success?
I could have left Pensacola. Could have went to LA, could have went to Las Vegas, could have went to New York, could have went anywhere. And probably would have got a lot more media attention, because that's what the bigger media outlets are.
Right. But
then what does that do for the kids in Pensacola that came under me?
Yeah.
I understood what it meant to grow up there and listen to the talk about you can't make it from there. You understand me? I want to always prove that wrong. And then I want to also prove that even when you make it from there, you ain't gotta leave. You can do everything you want to do right there, because You don't need that city. It ain't about where you're from. It's about the God that's in you.
Right.
You understand how much have God given you, and how much do you believe in what God gave you?
Why is Florida the hotbed for so many fighters for boxing and for MMA? You know, you got guys like Antonio Tarver, Keith Thurman, Andre Berto, Erickson Lubel, Kimbo Slice, Jorge Masvidal.
Before I got to be who I was even as an amateur, when I first started boxing, the best group of boxers were in South Florida. When I first became an amateur fighter and got on the scene, Clifford, Bernard, and Donald Gray were all three ranked high in the United States boxing. The Gray brothers were the stuff around the country.
Yeah.
They were the thing in amateur boxing. They from right there in Boynton Beach, Florida. When you get that connection, everybody starts to kind of learn what it is to be a winner in boxing because they're around it. So we grew up around people that were already, you know, it's like playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You go in there, you're around an organization that got winners everywhere.
Yeah.
They done won for years, and they don't breed and raise winners. They know how to raise and breed winners.
Yeah. They look at having an O in the loss column different these days. Some fighters don't care about belts. Some of them just want the big fights and the money. Some fighters want to be undefeated and still take pride in being the best and not having no loss. What's your take on that?
You got an O, you probably took no chances.
You probably took no chances.
You got an O, you probably took no chances. If you got an O and you took chances, you're a bad dude.
And how many people can say that?
Not many. You got to be willing to go out there and go that extra yard to show that you're the best. If you don't, you ain't doing yourself no good, man. You know what I mean?
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh. I like that, right? So look, same thing, right? See that? So, go ahead, throw it. You know what I'm saying? Right off of it. Exactly, right off of it. You gotta step. There you go. There you go. Now you're talking.
Yeah, champ. Yeah, champ.
Good stuff. Good speed. I love it.
Work.
Keep it. Hey, so always keep your feet with you. You fight. Lose your feet, you lost. That's what life is. That's what life is. That's why I was such a hard puncher. I use my body as a weapon.
It's been amazing. In here with Benavidez, and we actually got the great Roy Jones giving the Mexican monster some pointers. How he look so far? How he look right now?
He look darn good. I love what I see. And he learns quick, you know what I'm saying? Small things, small adjustments mean everything. He learns quick what you show him. More important that even the father is eager to learn more, you know what I'm saying? Not many people are humble enough to learn from somebody who's done it already. So having his father even want to pick it up so he can get it, that tells me something about them. They're gonna be around for a long time because they both want to learn.
We're here in Miami, man. It's Fight Towns, man. With the great Roy Jones.
Best gym in Florida right here.
You know, we can't kidnap him all day, but
Hey, I would if I could. I would hang out with my brother all day if I could.
get back to the house.
I gotta get back, you know? Hey, good to
Thanks,
see you,
my
brother.
brother, man. I appreciate you,
You already
man.
know it, brother. Anytime.
Fight Towns, man. Roy Jones.
You can tell that Roy's passion is different for boxing. When you got that passion for something, can't nobody take it, it won't change, you're gonna have it with you forever. It's good to see a guy like David, who hasn't even reached his full potential yet, but at the top of boxing right now, be interested in learning from people like Roy Jones and be open to it. If you can master a lot of those things, bro, with the power David got and the size he got at that division, it's gonna be scary, bro.
It's an honor for you to be here with us, man. David was super motivated, bro.
It's an honor for me.
Oh, no, dude. That fucking video with Roy Jones went viral.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. I remember when they were young, the one that we watched a lot was Julio Cesar Chavez, Nassim Hamed, and Roy Jones. That's
Prince
one of his.
Hassim.
Oh,
Oh, he was special.
dude, it was special, dude.
Did you pick up boxing by just surviving?
Yeah, I didn't even know nothing about boxing. To be honest with you, I grew up without parents. When they were little, in my mind, I thought I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, I have no family. I don't know nobody. That's my family. That's it. And now my family's growing because of my grandkids and all that. But I went through a lot. My mom and my dad separated when I was 2 years old. I met my mom when I was 11. back then. I went through everything you could think. Molestation, abuse, everything, bro. So I thought, I'm gonna get these guys strong so nobody can take advantage of them.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was just getting them, making them strong. Run, do weights, and
protect themselves.
yeah, protect yourself. Never thought it's sports. Never. I didn't even know nothing about sports.
Yeah.
Nothing. I never thought they were going to be amateurs.
Right.
Never thought they were going to go professional. Never thought they were going to be world champions. So to me, every stage now, it's just bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think from reading up on your story, the stuff that you went through, your sons channeled that inside them when they fight.
Yeah, and I think so.
That same passion.
At the end of the day, all these fucking belts, money that they're making doesn't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
When I hear that, hey, your kids are good people, that shit kills me.
Yeah, they're great family men.
Yeah, that's all I want, you know? Because all this shit goes, you know, but when they're loved by people, that's very big for me, you know? At the end of the day, man, I'm still figuring out. This is too much for me. I had no education.
Yeah.
I had to fucking educate myself through life, and I'm still trying. But at the end of the day, I believe that nobody's born knowing.
Right.
You know?
But where you come from to now, that's why I admire you so much. You never gave up, you always fought.
Man, 2-3 years ago, I just want to disappear, fucking leave
Say fuck
everything,
everything.
and fuck you everybody, you know? So many times I just want to leave, and I didn't want nobody to know where I go, you know, and just die fucking alone.
I can understand that because we all have those times where we feel unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're the head of the
But that's
family.
life, you know? That's life, you know? I believe, you know, I was running the other day, and I stopped to thank God for all the bad things that happened in my life.
It made you who you are today.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, man, give me more.
Yes.
You made me stronger. I want more. Otherwise, it would have been boring.
Right.
And look where we're at, you know? And I'm still learning, you know, how to be a better father, how to be a better grandfather, a better husband, you know?
Yeah. But we're going to keep pushing them. That's all we can do.
We give up, you know? We came so far. Pleasure meeting you, brother.
David Benavidez, fighter.
Pleasure meeting you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
Get some work, and I'm taking him to the airport. He's going back.
Ah, good. Hey, that's the life of a fighter. You know, you want to be a world champion, you gotta keep working, work.
When do you want him to be ready?
I don't want to promise anything, but I want to see if I can squeeze him with David. Just be patient.
You want to see his last fight?
Huh? No, I don't care about that. No, I don't. I trust you. It's good.
I'm trying to give him a gauge. When to be ready.
30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
The champ, David Benavidez. We're finna see him spar, put these hands on somebody, and I'm finna learn me a combination of two, so when y'all run up on me, I get to show you.
You box a little bit or what?
Yeah, I box 4 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Pads, all.
Who you work with out there?
I train with Boots Dad. In Atlanta, I go to Poison. When you sparring, you just trying to touch or you actually trying to hurt?
In a situation like David, you trying to hurt. A sparring match is like a fight. Well, you gotta make it simulate one as best you can. And if we're working on something specifically, then I'm only in there allowed to just work on that thing. You know what I'm saying? So if they catch me while it's happening, then I gotta deal with it.
You're his manager? Yeah. There's really guy. I told him if he wants to come back, I can pay him. I'll pay you all 4 weeks. If you want, I'll give you a hotel too.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
I was about to take him to the airport.
Yeah, well, right now I can give him a job.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
Let me make a phone call. I'll talk to him right now.
We can make some money, go home.
Yeah, this is the work.
Yeah, and we did good work at the end of the day.
It's a big honor. Thank you so much, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
I know what I'm doing with these things now.
If you want to get as much leverage as possible, I want to duck down to where, look at this, it's kind of like a string. You kind of turn the leg over, and then it's the toe, the ankle, the knee, and the shoulder. They all have to drop at the same time to get that kinetic energy. See how it all goes at the same time? Let's try and practice that. There you go. See, it's kind of hard, huh? And then come back with the right hook, too. There you go. And even if you want to do that, you can throw the left hook and then put the right hand all the way in. It's the straight right. Boom.
There, that's one to use that reach.
You gotta try to hit the bag too. Hit it over here. Be careful there. So you can see it. Feel the power yourself. There you go. Get a little bit more space though. Don't smother yourself. If you want to just drop the right hand right there. Look at touch with the jab. And then, drop the right hand like a hammer. There you go. Nice.
So what if you don't touch with that left?
Yeah, you can't touch.
Yeah.
It's like a measure. And then just let the right hand go. Boom, there you go. Right hook to the body. There you go, nice. Shit, you ready already, man? Let's go, bro.
Feel good. Good shit. Learn how to do it right. A little something. Shout out to David Benavidez in his camp. Shout out to Boxar. Learned a lot from him today. He's definitely getting ready for his fight. Trust me. At Windsurfer Beach with the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
Hey, amigo, what's up, man? What's up? You ready? Listo.
He blessed us to be able to see how he trains, get ready for fights. They say he's finna do 8 miles, which is crazy. But I'm just honored to be here with him. I'm gonna see if I can push myself to keep up with him, which I doubt. But we got the champ here this morning, getting his work in, man. Be right behind him. I was just talented, God-given. I didn't work out like that. I played a lot. I just played all the time.
I tell people, my other son, super talented, bro.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to work out.
Work ethic, yeah.
David has to work double.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
And he got where he's at because of the hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
He was not given that talent.
How you go? I'm great. You told me you was stopping at the top. I hauled that. Yeah, Pops, we stopping. I made it.
That was a good run though. I like this run because it helps you get your mind off of stuff. I feel like a long run is like a form of meditation.
Yeah, you get away from
Lock
it.
in, fucking think about everything and then get going. How's Houston?
Houston is cool.
Nice.
Yeah, with Houston, you still get the city life and you can get away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can be out the way.
I was looking at like Katy.
That's perfect.
And there's a lot of places.
Kingwood, Katy, all that. That's perfect.
Nice. I got my camps in Seattle and here now. But if I go over there to Texas, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can meet a nice, I can find a nice gym, people to train. So everywhere I go, I feel like
and you mess around, get so much land in Texas, you
I
can build your own in your backyard, your own gym.
That's another thing I want to do. I want to build my own gym in my house.
That's what Regis did. That's what the Charlos, they all build gyms because it gets so much land.
Yeah.
It makes all the sense in the world. It's an honor to be here, man. A lot of guys, especially in my profession, don't get a chance to spend time with the greats, especially in another sport. So just getting this work in, watching what makes them great.
One, two, one. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. There you go. Bop, bop, bop. Nice. There you go. Bop, bop, bop. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. There you go. Bend your knees. There you go. Uppercut. Boom. Bend your knees. Boom. Ah. Boom. Boom. The other one. Ah. Move your head to the side. Boom. 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 Same thing. Ba. Ba. Boom. Boom. Nice. Boom, boom, ba, ba, nice. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. There you go. Ba, ba, ba. Follow the hook. Ba, 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 ba. Hook. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. That's good.
When you get tired, your brain don't work.
Yeah. And then you want to throw, you just think it won't going. You got to watch your balance.
Yeah.
Stay relaxed.
Right now, I'm honored to be at Boxar with the owner and founder, Mateo. Thanks for having us, bro. You have a lot of fighters that's coming through here, championship fighters, and a lot of people don't know about Boxar. We're sitting here in the barbershop as we speak. So it's a barbershop upstairs, training facility on both sides of the street. You can't beat it.
The name Boxer originally comes from my fight name back in Australia. I'm originally born and bred in Sydney, Australia. I've had close to 200 amateur fights. I've been in the boxing game for quite some time.
Shout out to Australia, Sydney.
Sydney Kings.
Yeah, exactly.
After COVID, we were stuck here for a while and I couldn't go back to Australia, so I decided to take the initiative to turn my penthouse condo into a boxing facility. I put a ring, bags, whatever I had. Gyms were shut down, we all know what's up. But for me, I bent the rules a bit. There was another space that was available right next door. I turned that into a proper boxing facility. Within 8 months, we came to about 400 members in that facility in a small boxing gym, which is really like, it's unheard of. We don't come from a background where we had the money. It was just hard work that was put into it.
We never expect to be in the position that we are right now. When you do things with love, people really feel it. And I think that's the purpose of why we built this.
Here we are today. We got David Benavidez.
So how did that relationship start?
Man, David, all right. David came about a couple of months ago. His father reached out and they said, we need a gym to come and train at for a few weeks. And we went out one night with the family and with Cammy and stuff, and we sat down and he pulled up a picture and we're like, hey, weren't you that kid that wore the white sneakers and the big t-shirt at Wildcard? And I looked at him, how do you know? He goes, bro, this is crazy. We were the only 2 kids training at that gym at that time. And we didn't even recognize each other. Small world. So 16 years later, we reunite. But here we are today. We're getting ready for the biggest fight.
A youngster right now listening to you and watching this interview, and you got a billboard. What would you put on that billboard?
Don't get tats. No, on some real shit right now. The word of advice I would give to somebody is you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself on what you really want and who you really are, and if it's possible to change those things. And anything that you do it with love and you do it with passion. Don't cut corners and don't try to finesse anyone or try and finesse yourself. Work hard, stay dedicated, stay disciplined, do it for the right reasons. Somebody like David Benavidez, yeah, he loved the sport, but more importantly, you know what makes him a world champion? He loves the people and he loves to inspire them because he wants to give the next generation an opportunity to say, hey, look how I was and look where I am now. He was true to himself.
Do you think if y'all was raised differently that your careers where you are today would be different?
So you know what, I think about that a lot. I think about what would my life be if my parents were together, and if it would have went a different way, if I was a different type of person. And I don't think I would have been this type of person I am now, you know, because there's some things that happen when you struggle a lot and you have that hunger in you, and it feels like, you know what I mean, you got your back against the wall, that you just want to succeed just for yourself. Me, I didn't have my parents, I wasn't in a household with my dad or my mom, you know what I mean? And I kind of, I was a knucklehead when I was a little kid. I was getting into stuff I shouldn't have got into, you know what I mean? And I take full responsibility for that, but all that stuff made me who I am today.
Mm-hmm. Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah, it's just all the stuff we'd been through with me and my brother and all this stuff that happened to us when we were younger is just, I wouldn't have turned out the man I am today if none of that stuff has ever happened.
I've noticed boxers move around a lot.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why?
From Phoenix, I went to California, then I went to Vegas, then I went to Oregon, then I went to Seattle, then I came down here.
How did bouncing around in these places shape you into the fighter and the man you are today?
My dad put me into boxing when I was 3 years old. To be honest with you, I didn't really like it. I just wanted to be a kid my whole life, and my dad didn't let me. He was make me train, make me run. And so my brother started off first. He's 5 years older than me, so I think when he was like 7 or 8, I started training. My dad was tough on me, bro. If I didn't want to do something, he'd spank me, and he'd really discipline me. But honestly, I felt like me and my dad had like a lot of conversations. Like he knows that he put me through a tough childhood, but I always tell him, I really appreciate you for that, because that turned me into who I am today. It really just started like in Phoenix, Arizona, just beating, trying to be the best of the city. You start off locally, getting the best sparring, you make a name for yourself. My brother, he was very, Very talented. He was national, I think he was like 15-time national champion.
Really?
He had like
I ain't know
150
that.
fights. Yeah, he was really good. He was actually the youngest to win Golden Gloves. He won it at 16 years old. And the one before that was Muhammad Ali. Being a little kid and just watching my brother motivated me a lot. I was never really into the amateurs like that because, like I said, I just wanted to be a little kid. I didn't really take boxing too serious, but my dad had always made me train. So I made the decision to go to Hollywood with my father. And at that time, my brother, he was getting ready to turn pro. So Freddie Roach took him under his wing, put him in a house out there in Hollywood. And my brother's sparring with Pacquiao, sparring with all these fighters. And then my father and my brother would tell everybody, he's like, yeah, you think, my dad would tell everybody, like, you think Jose is good? Wait till you meet his little brother. I get over there, bro, I'm a freaking fat ball. Everybody's like, this fucking guy, this is a monster you guys are talking about? I remember seeing that, and at the time I had like 10 years boxing, because I was 12. Yeah, I was 13, I had 10 years boxing. I'm like, man, nobody respects me. Everybody's laughing at me like, I gotta show these people. My dad that week put me to spar with a grown man. He was like 28, big, buff black dude. Beat the shit out of him. And then we moved from him, we top amateurs, guys that went to Olympics. And then at the time, I still didn't really even believe that I could be world champion, to be honest with you. But I told myself, if it doesn't work out, fuck it. It doesn't work out, but I'm gonna put everything into it. I'm gonna put 100% into it, and then we'll see what happens. So from there, I spar Kelly Pavlik, boom, I spar all the best professionals in the world, champions. And then that's when we go to Big Bear, because my brother was in a fight, and we did a camp up there. And this was, that's when I met Golovkin before he was known in the US. We're up there, my dad tells Abel Sanchez.
How old were you at the time?
I was 15.
15.
My dad tells Abel Sanchez, like, do you have a 68, 75 pounder? So, yeah, I got a guy that just came from Kazakhstan. We didn't know who Golovkin was. And then he comes down, he looks like a nice guy. I'm like, fuck it, we'll spar. We're getting ready to spar, and I'll never forget, he gave me one of the coldest looks I've ever had. Somebody give me. And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Because he was like, you gotta understand about it. These Russians, Kazakhstan, Ukrainians, bro, they're all really decorated.
Yeah.
Decorated amateurs, they're very good, and they hit hard. In my head, I'm like, if my dad believes I could get in there and do me, then fuck it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. We had an amazing sparring session, and then I'll never forget that first sparring session. We both threw a left hook at the same time to the body. Boom! He hurt me and I hurt him, because I hurt him. We both went, ugh, and then we took a step back. And then from there, it was just, I kept going back and sparring him. I was his main sparring partner. We had some tremendous sparring partners. But I would give it up to Gennady Golovkin. He really became a role model into my life because he treated me like a big brother. He would teach me workouts, and we'd have great sparring sessions. I was holding my ground. I was giving them the best work out of everybody. And everybody there that was there in Big Bear knows that.
That says a lot too.
Shout out to Golovkin, that guy's a real man.
Yeah, shout out Triple G, man. I was growing up when I was 16. My older brother got into it with 3 guys, and they ended up beating him to death, where he had 18 staples in his head. And I got to the hospital to see him the next day, and he died an hour after I seen him. You had something close to it, when your brother got shot.
Yeah.
And they forced you and your family to move.
Yeah.
You talk about that?
It was just, Phoenix is a really dangerous place. There's just a lot of ways you could get into a lot of problems, in the streets.
Where we come from.
Yeah, and it's just, we're all involved in that stuff. We're not involved, but like we know people, certain people say something and this and that, and one thing led to another, and I'm just like, man, it's just like, my brother almost died, and I just seen him in the hospital, it scared me, it just, shit could really happen like that.
Yeah, I was talking to your dad. I got to give your brother some props.
Yeah.
He fought Terrence Crawford with a bad will.
Yeah.
He was still trying to heal, and he still took the fight.
I think he took it like 6 months after he got
Your
shot.
brother a G for that, bro.
Yeah,
he a G for that.
The doctor came in his room, he's like, he's all, forget about boxing, you're not even gonna walk again. Mm-hmm. My brother told him, you don't understand the type of person I am, and I'm a fight again. Yeah, he's a really strong man.
He's a real one, bro. Shout out to your brother, man. I read that you say your favorite part of camp is sparring. Why you say that?
To be honest with you, I think the name is self-explanatory. I love beating people up.
It is.
You know what I mean? And this is always the way I've been. I've always had a passion for boxing. I'm just a different type of fighter, bro. I feel like if you hit me with 1 shot, I'm gonna hit you with 3 or 4. You know what I mean? And there's things about boxing that, I love the contact. I love feeling it. I love getting put in those situations where you have to bring yourself out of, or show who you really are.
Mike Tyson gave you the name the Mexican Monster. What have you learned from Mike, and how do you take that coming from one of the best to ever do it?
I felt really honored and really privileged. Now he's like my really good friend. I never even thought that I'd meet, you know what I mean? And every time I see him, oh, David, how you doing? You know what I mean? So, and I've had conversations with him off the camera, and just about stuff in life. And he's giving me a lot of good advice. Who else better than Mike Tyson to give you advice? So when he gave me the nickname, I was doing the podcast with him.
The Mexican monster, Benavidez.
He's like, you know what, man? I'm gonna call you the Mexican monster. I was
like, oh, that's shit. How it came about.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that's tight, man.
I was with you when Roy Jones was in the gym the other day, and I saw the footwork and the steps he was showing you, and I was practicing on it when I got back to the room. How was that, and being able to actually learn some stuff with somebody that you say you looked up to?
Bro, so it's just like all these past 3 years have been like really surreal to me because Mike Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, all them people, and now I met Roy Jones. It's just like crazy because like this guy, I remember I told my wife something. I told her that I wanted to be a trainer, and I told her, she's like, why do you want to be a trainer? She's like, because I feel like it's my responsibility to pass it down to whoever wants to know the knowledge. And that's exactly what Roy Jones told me. He's like, yeah, so if you want to learn, it's my job to pass down the knowledge. So he's just a great guy, bro. You could tell, and he's a legend. Who better than Roy Jones?
Yeah, right.
The fastest, the best combination, forehook. He just knows so much about the game, bro. So it was like I said, it was a dream come true. It was a blessing just to be there, and his presence was an honor.
But I wish you could sing how me and him, how excited we was to get to see you in the gym. He was just as excited as me, bro. If you could have seen him, like he has that same respect for you, dog. And that's why I thought it was so dope, you know what I'm saying? Because I was excited, but to see Roy Jones excited to, get to talk to you, and I think that was super dope.
And it's cool too, because when I would ask him about stuff, I'm like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? His eyes would light up, you know what I mean? So it's just never in 100 years I thought I would, be rubbing shoulders and, learning from all these great fighters, you know what I mean? So it's, like I said, it's a blessing. I told myself a long time ago, I think it was like 2020, 2019, I'm like, man, one day I want to fight on the card with Tank. But I just stopped because there was, obviously I'm making good money, and, they don't really stack the two, main fighters like that. And when it comes to this type of stuff, I like to put ego aside. Yeah. And I like to think about the fans. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not only am I honored to be on this card, but this is really a treat for the fans.
Bro, I mean, I'm a fan, and to have both of y'all fight back to back on one night, I don't think we've seen a night like this probably since I've been watching boxing. These are the two biggest fights we can have at one time, so.
The last time something like this happened was like Julio Cesar Chavez and Mike Tyson.
Ooh. You moving up to the light heavyweight division. How you feeling right now?
I feel good, bro. I feel like I've been wanting to make the move up for a long, long time. The only thing to keep me at 168 was Canelo. I had, won a spot that I had rightfully earned. I won the WBC title eliminator, the WBC interim title, beat the people that they put in front of me, Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andre. Yeah. So I was denied of getting a title shot. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I never wanted to piggyback off somebody's name. My dream when I was a little kid is just to be unified world champion. And so if I'm not getting it here, I'm going up to 175, and I'm gonna start the campaign there.
What you thinking at this moment right here? You ready right now? At that moment?
Yeah. You know what it is, bro? I've gotten to the point where, I don't really like to bash somebody, because at the end of the day, I give respect to Canelo. He's a great fighter. Yeah. He's one of the best Mexican fighters of all time.
But wanting to fight him, David, is not bashing him.
Yeah.
That's not bashing him.
But that's what I'm saying. They spin the narrative on Instagram. Right. If I say something, they say this or that. But I only want what I earned.
Right.
And I'm entitled to it. From what the WBC told me, they say you win the title eliminator, we'll give you a title shot. You win the WBC interim title, we'll give you a title shot. I've been in this position for 3 years. So just because Canelo, he could do what he wants, as he says. Right. He's not going to fight the top competition. And he's holding all those belts hostage, bro. And it's not like, you got other great fighters too. You got me and David Morrell's there. Yeah. At 168. Yeah. How is it fair that these sanctioning bodies let him pick and choose who he wants to fight? How did Charlo come up and fight at my 168? How is a guy in Munguia that's fought there twice skip the line, go up? And now I'm hearing that Berlanga's going to fight. And then the Canelo fans too that be talking shit, bro. Like, do you guys not want to see the best fights? Right. Like, I don't understand. I'm just trying to make the best fights happen. And that's it. At the end of the day, I just want to give the fans what they want to see. Yeah. I want to not only prove to the fans I'm the best in the world, but I want to prove to myself that I'm the best in the world. Mm-hmm. And that's an opportunity I've earned.
I mean, we all know he's the face of boxing right now. We all know that they let him do what he wants, you know what I'm saying? But as a fan, We all want to see the best fight the best. We all want to see that. We gonna continue to support you and see you fight the big fights. Hey, we move on from Canelo, so be it.
And that's the thing about it too. I feel like this fight is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, so if I could go up and get titles at 175, then that's gonna make this fight even bigger. So I'm not going nowhere. I'm 27 years old. I'm getting better every single year, and time will tell. Time will tell when this fight's gonna happen.
When somebody asks you, is boxing everything to you, what would you say?
I tell my wife all the time, like, I have two loves in my life.
Yeah.
Number one is boxing, and you're number two. It sounds kind of fucked up, but like, if I take boxing out of the equation, I would have never met my wife. My kids and my wife and my family is everything. But you know, this is what really led me to them. So I'm forever grateful for boxing.
What's the best part about being a father?
The best part about being a father is just seeing my kids happy.
Yep.
Also just seeing my wife happy, being able to be there for them and, you know, have them live experiences that we never thought were possible. Also I just want to be a great man, and I just want to lead my son to be a great man himself. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think I haven't got there yet. You know, I'm gonna get there when he gets older, because I want to make him into a great man. But I think that's the whole point about being a father. You got to raise a great man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to that. And not only just a man, I'm looking forward to raising a great woman and my daughter and my future kids. Right. And just being a happy family. I didn't grow up with my family, with my mother and my father in the same household, so that's really what I want to give to my kids and make sure I'm always there with them.
Change the mode.
Yeah.
I will say this though. You have a great blueprint of what a great father is in your father. To see your dad today in your relationship, the father that you want to be and are today, you seen a great man.
Yeah, my dad
in real
he's
time.
definitely showed me that. You know, I feel like he's told me, he's apologized that things could have went different, but you know, he's always set a great example for me. And that's why I want to be a great dad too, because my dad, he did everything possible for us. Bro, I remember my dad, 3 or 4 years old, I used to see him popping VHS tapes in the VCR, just watching it. It's like the title, How to Box. Remember there was a from the title.
There was not a lot of content back then, you know, but what happened was, you know, I see the fights, and you know, remember then when you put the VHS, and then you rewind, and go like that, and then you put it back again. I will see Julio Cesar Chavez how to boom set up the liver shot, and then Oscar De La Hoya how to set that jab, and you know all these other fighters, you know, like Roy Jones, you know, man, I used to watch that motherfucker so much, you know. I kind of know his whole life story, you know. So I think I learned so much from the best, you know, from the best guys, you know. The Triple G was there at that time, and
he was telling us that story,
when they told me, hey, you want to spar Dave? I'm like, fuck no, you know, this guy's gonna kill him. You crazy? No, he's just gonna play with him. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Okay, fuck it, let's go. And then we did, man, and fuck, he was really good. You know, he showed him, and then his first day, his arms were all fucked up, you know.
You got in there, though.
But yeah, that's. But before that, I put him with a lot of big guys, and at the end of the day, you know, I don't know if I was right or wrong. You know, I just thought, you know, I want to make him strong. Yeah. Fuck it, you're gonna stay there. You know, you just gotta fucking find a way. You know, I was rough. There's a word for it. I was just savage, you know?
You was savage,
I was savage.
You had to be how you grew
I was
up.
savage, yeah. So, but he's been training since he was little.
Yeah.
You know, but dude, these guys were rough. You know, they were animals since the beginning. You know, Mike Tyson called him the Mexican monster. He was a fucking monster at fucking 10, 11, 12.
So as you look today, when you look at both of your sons today, you know, I was talking to him earlier about the father he is, and he had a great example.
Dude, you know, to be honest, man, I think that, you know, I didn't do a good job, you know, always. I think there's more to do.
Yeah, and you can always do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man, it's just so hard, you know.
You're doing a great job, though. I'll tell you that. You should be proud.
You know, been through a lot. Together, we've accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. I totally understand. Yeah, you go through a lot. You lose people, you go through ups and downs, a lot of stuff that you don't know if you can come back from. You know, you've been through, you almost lost your son. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's hard, man. But that's what it is, you know, to get to the top, you know, you gotta go through a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of sacrifices.
And now look where we're at today.
Yeah. 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 That says a lot. So you should be proud of yourself.
It's my daughter.
There go your grandbaby.
My little twin. Where's Anthony at?
Hi, beautiful.
What's her name?
Her name is Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Fight Times, welcome Chloe to the set. We have a queen on the set now.
I'm a fighter. At the end of the day, man, I'm old, man. I don't want no more problems, man. I just want to live a good life.
Yeah.
I struggled my whole life. I just want to be happy, you
These
know?
are your best days now, yeah.
Anthony.
Where's Anthony? Come on, Anthony.
Anthony, come here. Show him, show him.
Okay.
Okay. Master, throw more. Mucho. Let's go, all right. Good job.
You gotta keep your promise, Papa.
All right, Papa, let's go. Let's go to the playground.
First of all, I wanna thank you and Dave, man, for this week. Now, it's been amazing, man. I know y'all got a big fight coming up. We're gonna be there right there cheering y'all on. You got a brother and me in for life, bro. You know what I'm saying? This just wasn't an interview with me, you know what I'm saying? We locked in. Y'all forever got my support. Y'all got a beautiful family. I just wanna thank y'all for allowing us and Fight Towns to come into y'all life this week, man. We'll really appreciate it. Signing off, Fight Towns Miami.
Fight Towns. What a week, man. I can't say thank you enough to David Benavidez and his family for letting us come in, watch you train, put a little work in with you. You can see the love and you can see the passion in boxing. I'm just honored to be able to spend time with them. And the legend Roy Jones, man. You took time to spend with us. You gave me a lot of game in boxing. I asked a lot of questions that a lot of people couldn't answer. Miami, Fight Towns, we're back bigger and better. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned.